I'm not one that's really picky when it comes to watching movies. I've been watching movies obsessively pretty much my entire life. I mean, I'll watch pretty much anything. I've always thought I've had a rather strange taste in films until my redheaded devil wife made me watch some of her favorite films. A weird collection of horror and comedy that makes me question her sanity. This is Weird Movies My Wife Makes Me Watch. Rocket Man from 1997 is a strange film for Disney to put out, and they must think so too because they still have not put this on Disney+. I got this one for Autumn for Christmas. She said that this is like a childhood classic for her and her sister, but this isn't really an easy one to find. There is a Blu-ray 20th anniversary edition that's out of print and goes for a little too much money, but the only place I could even find the DVD in stock was from Best Buy, and unfortunately it's 4:3, so it's not in the original aspect ratio, so parts of the film are cropped out. Come on Disney, this disc was made within a time frame for you to put a rewards code featuring artwork from Coco, Star Wars, and Thor. You could have gave us the original aspect ratio. The film opens up with a kid playing astronaut in a dryer as it turns on. Okay, starting kind of strong with this one. In the UK, they actually had to cut this scene out for it to get a PG rating. Wait a minute, is his mom fucking Shelley Duvall?
The people always shout, John Jacob Dingle!
Stay away from me!
Okay. Anyway, we cut to 23 years later at NASA when a pilot simulation crashes and fails.
Get me the name of the guy that wrote this software!
That pretty much sums up the humor of this movie. The lead, Fred Randall, is played by Harlan Williams. I personally have really come to like him and his comedy. He's a pretty weird guy. I mean, he literally did an entire stand-up special on top of a mountain in the middle of the desert with no audience pre the 19th.
Hey! Get out of here! I'm doing a texting joke here! Ah! Oh, you want another one? Huh? You want a juicy? Here's a juicy wing. Up yours, Crow!
Harlan is just one of those guys that you really never know if it's just an act and he's like on all the time, or if he's genuinely this bizarre of a dude. But either way, I wish this guy would have gotten more work in film. I did find out looking more into his filmography that he did direct a feature film in 2010 called Fudgy Wudgy Fudge Face. Yeah, let that title sink in for a little bit. I do love the fact that his pants are the same color as his car. Now that's some style. Not gonna lie though, the scene kind of reminds me of Mr. Bean. Randall is gaming like a true gamer when he realizes people are in his office and then starts... Yo, what's up? Good morning, What's up, Durias, White Lotus? Real quick, before we get this shindig off the ground, I think on Fridays, because Fridays have been the Discord voted deck that I play, I thought it would be fun to open up the, one of the gaming one of the gaming channels and let people just pop in and talk about the deck, talk shop, talk about whatever. And I thought that would be fun to do that with. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Fridays. I'm going to have Discord open. So if you want to hop in on Discord, say hello, talk about the deck or whatever, that's what I think I'm going to do on Fridays. So I think it'd be fun to talk and hang out and go over these decks that are community submitted anyway. So if you want to be a part of that, best way to do so is to join the Discord. 99 cents a month becomes a member. You become a member here on YouTube. You get access to Discord along with custom emotes, badge next to your name at the beginning, end of the stream, and a credit scroll, all that fun stuff for 99 cents a month. Outside of that, also, I just want to say real quick that, if anybody wanted to watch movies, do watch-alongs. I'm going to be doing those on Fridays at 8 a.m. We just did the Human Centipede 2 earlier today, and it was wild. So if you want to join that, you can follow me on Twitch, and then the supercuts will be uploaded to my other channel, which is LR Smith, also in the description. All that out of the way, I'm going to turn on the Discord chat, and we're going to go over this deck. What's up, Moose? Pretty good. Got to school soon, but about to pop in and out and see how it's going. Right on. Enjoy your day at school. Let's go over this deck list. Channel's open. Oh my acid. Yes, we are playing. We're going to take an acid trip today. We're playing Demir Enchantments. This is a deck submitted by Durias. If you want to check out the deck list, there's a link in the description. There's a lot of links in the description. Outside of that, let's go over what we got going on. Well, we're just Demir colors. So we have 4 dismal backwaters, 8 islands, 5 swamps, and 4 Mastro's Theater. That's all we really got going on over here. Main deck wise, we're going to be playing a bunch of enchantments and returning them to hand is what we're planning on doing, and using cards like Grim Guardian to kind of get there, and using our enchantments to I guess, I don't know if curve out's the right word, but to get card advantage. So what do we got going on with enchantments? Well, we have 4 Hopeless Nightmares. This card looks sweet. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When it's put into the graveyard from battlefield, scry 2. You can tap 3 to sacrifice it. Pretty good. Omen of the Dead. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Tap 2, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards. Also has Flash. We have 4 Cartouche. We have 2 of those. 4 Cartouche of Knowledge. This is a 2-drop enchantment that when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and flying. So it gives us a little bit of invasiveness as well. We have 2 Drake Familiars. Well, we'll go through the enchantments first. We have 4 Omen of the Sea. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2, then draw a card. And then you can tap 2 to sacrifice it to scry 2 more. It doesn't say draw. It doesn't say draw 2 cards, does it? What does? Cartouche? Cartouches draw a card. Would I say something wrong here? Cartouches draw a card, gets +1/+1 flying to the creature. Omen of the Sea is scry 2, draw a card. 4 Diabolic Edicts, make them sacrifice. Omen of the Dead? No, Omen of the Dead is a scry 2. Did I say draw 2? It's supposed to be scry 2. My bad. My bad. Diabolic Edict, target player, sacrifice creature. There's an argument in Discord whether this should be cast down or not. And I feel like probably should be cast down, but we'll see. Because we do have 3 chainers in the sideboard. We have 3 copies of Reality Acid. Reality Acid is a very interesting card because it is an enchantment Aurora with vanishing of 3. When Reality Acid leaves the battlefield, enchanted permanent's controller sacrifices it. You enchant a permanent, so you can enchant or snuff. Yeah, it could be snuff out too. So you can enchant target player's lands. 4 Grim Guardians. Grim Guardian, another interfield enchantment, enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses a life. So it just gets in some burn damage. 1/4 butts kind of big. And then let's talk about our last little enchantment creature, Moon Circuit Hacker. So we can get him out, draw some cards. It's also an enchantment, so it triggers off like Grim Guardian. And try to ninjutsu in some extra damage. The only problem with this is we don't really have that great of cards to return to hand, because like Dreamstalker is probably not attacking very often. Drake Familiar would be the best one to hit with Moon Circuit for sure. Like there's a little combo there, but this was like a card. It's like, I get it, it's an enchantment creature, it's a good creature, but I just don't know, like then you balance it with Dreamstalker or Drake and destroy everything they have. Oh yeah. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Durias. So that was like this little. I get why he's good here, but this could be something else. Then we have our 4 of Creature Suite, which is Drake Familiar and Dreamstalker. Now the thing that's interesting about both of these cards is Familiar Drake is a 2-drop 2/1 with flying that when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return an enchantment you own to its owner's hand. Dreamstalker is when it enters the battlefield, return a target permanent you control to its owner's hand. So what's interesting is we hit something with Reality Acid. We play one of these creatures, return Reality Acid to our hand. They have to sacrifice it and then replay Reality Acid. So there's a nice little bit of combo there. But you can also combo with like Hopeless Nightmare, Cartouche of Knowledge, Omen of the Sea. Like there's a lot of cards you can hit with these other than just Reality Acid, but Reality Acid obviously going to be the bigger payoff to hit. You know what I mean? What's up, Lucas? Hey, I would put an enchantment, alteration, and Teferi's Time Twist. Let's see what those cards are. I want to say, Lucas, while I got you in here, I really enjoyed the zombie deck. Looks really good. If anybody's not seen it, Lucas has a really cool video of mono black zombies. You should all go check out. So we have enchantment, alteration, which I don't know why it won't load for me. Oh, it disappeared. Enchantment alteration, 1-drop instant. Move target enchantment from one creature to another. That one's kind of interesting. And then we have Teferi's Time Twist. Exile target permanent you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of next end step. If it enters the battlefield as a creature, enters with an additional +1/+1 counter. So you could Teferi's Time Twist Reality Acid. Pick a new target. That's interesting. All right, I'm going to keep that up because that's a card we might be able to use. It leaves the battlefield. So if you alteration it, I don't think alteration blinks it, right? Yeah, I think it just moves. Okay. So yeah, I like Teferi's Time Twist. I'm going to keep that up as a card we can try. I like that, Lucas. Thank you. I can see Time Twist here, Body Cave Alteration. That's how I feel. Like, Alteration could be good if we... Alteration feels like it'd be good in, like, a... I don't know if mono white's the right... Like, obviously, because it's blue, but, like, a Boggles kind of style, I think. It's a blue flicker for your enchantments. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Anyway, our creatures... So, these two creatures are bouncing our artifacts, which is pretty good. I think Time Twist is good add right now, but IDK what to cut first. Well, I like when we play these decks, I like running a game first with no changes, and then we'll make changes. And then our last creature is Brine Giant, just a Tolarian Terror for us. It's a 5/6, costs 1 less for each enchantment we control. Obviously, we want to control a lot of enchantments, so hopefully it costs cheap. Sideboard-wise, pretty simple. We have 3 Annuls. 3 Hydroblasts, 3 Chainer's Edicts, 2 Arms of Hadar, which I think should change. Arms of Hadar, it maybe not. So there's a difference between Arms of Hadar and Drown in Sorrow. Drown in Sorrow would kill our stuff in the terms of Moon Circuit Hacker and Drake Familiar, where Arms of Hadar doesn't, but we get to scry 2 off of it. So I don't know. We'll see how often these creatures are on the board. If we don't feel like these are on the board that much, then we should maybe bring in Drown in Sorrow instead, just because it's more cost effective and you get to scry off of it. And then 4 Nile Spell Bombs to deal with Graveyard Hate. That's our deck. Let's get into some games. We can make some cuts. Like I said, I do have in our Discord, I do have the gaming channel open. If anybody wants to join in, chat, and hang out while we run through some games, you're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, so we did the Human Centipede 2 stream today. Watched along it, and yeah, it's a movie that exists, I'll put it that way. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Dismal Backwater, Master's Theater, Drake Familiar, Omen of the Sea. Not an amazing opener, kind of slow. We can go Omen of the Sea turn 3, or we can just go Grim Guardian turn 3. I mean, I'm going to keep, but like I'm not super in love with it. I want to lead with Dismal Backwater, see if we can have a higher chance of drawing a land instead of Master's Theater. I kind of wish we were on the play rather than on the draw. Green Forest Pass, that's interesting. Of all the movies that exist, it's one of them. Exactly. Look at that. Top deck that land, so we will have a turn 3 play at least. I might just go turn 3 Grim Guardian. Hope this isn't like Infect or something, because I just don't know how we race Infect. Okay, it's Boggles. That could just be mono green, right? So, unfortunately, might just get a swamp here. Unfortunately, for us, we can't target their creatures. Although we do have built-in enchantment removal. depending on what okay, this is Boggles. I was like, depending on what this deck is. Yep. Reality Smash, Reality Acid would be a nice draw here. We could get Diabolic Edict too. Alright, so with that being said, I think what I'm going to do is lead with Omen of the Sea and see if we can't scry some stuff here. Can everybody please pretend I didn't snuff out over Edict? Nope, you did, Pascal. You did. I have a feeling the deck's going to be too slow in most cases. It could be. Hopeless Nightmare and Cartouche. I'm going to bottom both of these. We get a Dreamstalker. Play Dismal Backwater again. So, next turn we can play Drake Familiar, which can block the Ledgewalker. But the problem is... Oh, Jesus Christ. He's Jason Bourne. A little late to the party there, Reality Acid. Because unfortunately, I think we're dead next turn. Edict for the win. I know, right? We really needed that top deck Edict. The problem is we play Reality Smash. I keep wanting to say Reality Smasher. If we play Reality Acid, we're probably just dead because it's too slow. We play the Drake Familiar and they play any other Trampler, we lose. I think the only way we do this is we play Dreamstalker and then give it flying with Cartouche. I think is the only way we do this. It's got a bigger butt, right? Cartouche a little less good if we bounce our own dudes. True. The nice thing about this is we will have a decent blocker here, depending on what they draw, right? And then we can Reality Acid the All That Glitters. Or Ethereal Armor, I guess. I don't know. It really doesn't matter, right? Now it's got to be Ancestral Mask. Actually, we just die. Holy shit. Alright. You have a nice way of hiding our tech by dying before we get to play it. I know, right? They have no idea. Yeah, it was meant to be balanced target to hold the giant flying theory, but maybe too slow. Boggles is good. Bring in all this stuff. Obviously the annuls too. Alright, so what are we getting rid of? Well, I think we can probably get rid of Omen of the Dead here. I don't like Moonsecret Hacker very much here. And then we can probably get rid of Brian too slow. Brian's our only closer, right? Really? But you're probably right. It's probably too slow. We'll get rid of Brian too. Hopeless can make them discard something. It sucks that it's at random. Like, it's not like a play it and you get to look at their hand. Like, too bad that's not like an Inquisition, a Kozilek effect. You know what I mean? I think one Grim. I think Grim is probably one of our better win cons. Oh, this hand, huh? The one land wonder hand. Having the double chainers, though, and the annul makes me want to keep this hand. Man, I would hate to mulligan. How many lands do we have in the deck? 21. Being on 21 lands. Our first land being a fetch and not being on the draw, I think we ship this. I'm gonna say anything. I think I always jinx things. No worries. Let's. Sorry, I'm looking at things. Let's keep this and risk it for the biscuit. We can lead on getting an island here. They're going to maul to 6. We can lead on getting an island and hope we get a black source because we can at least keep up a null. There's an argument for getting... I mean, I guess it depends on how low they go, right? Cut the edicts. At least we're not in a league. Yeah. So, yeah, we can lead with Mastro's Theater. Go get us an island here. They only went to 6. So I was like, if they went down to like 4, I would probably get a swamp and just hopeless nightmare them. But let's go get an island so we can keep up a null next turn. A null. A null. Makes risky plays like slightly more reasonable. Exactly. Damn, I wanted to counter that. Come on, let's get a land. Just like we drew it. I'm going to lead on Hopeless Nightmare. And then we can annul whatever they're going to play. Hopefully that makes them throw away something good. Just the planes? Probably not. But they lost 2 life. The game's basically over. I will counter Utopia Sprawl. Because that accelerates them. Because we have ways of dealing with the enchantments that go on the creatures by having 1.5 million Chainer's Edicts. I actually think I might lead on Omen of the Sea here to see if we can find another land before a Dreamstalker rather than bouncing Hopeless Nightmare. Omen of the Sea and Dreamstalker. I'm going to bottom both of these. Damn. I mean, we have 1 million Chainers. We just got to hope that they don't play around Chainers. Glade Cover Scout. Rancor. Do you want to play one more? I actually think I'm willing to, like... Just got to school. Best of luck. No worries. Scrying is really good effect when most of your deck is bad. I don't think most of this deck's bad. Enjoy your day at school, homie. So we could Dreamstalker, pick up Omen of the Sea, and then play Cartouche next turn if we want as a good blocker. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's pick up Omen of the Sea. We'll play Cartouche next turn. Just draw a card, get a better blocker. We gotta find land. That's why I want to pick up this Omen of the Sea. This is why I never question as to what Pascal thinks. This is never any question. Yeah, if anyone wants to jump in Discord and chat, you're more than welcome to. I got the line open. Our opponent has went MIA, I guess. I like Hopeless Nightmare a lot. I need to play that card more. I think the card's fantastic. I want to try it in 8 rack. I want to try as like maybe a 2 of an 8 rack. I think like a 2 of would be probably pretty good for 8 rack. My mini-me is very vocal, so it would be louder than you think. No worries. Have you guys seen that meme where it's got Putin with his new supposed general, and it looks just like Putin, and everybody's like calling it the mini-me? They're pulling up. Hold on, I'll see if I find it. Putin new general mini-me. Yeah, this. He does look a lot like him, right? Why is the height disparity so big over here, but not over here? That's weird. But yeah, that's funny. I don't know what our opponent's doing, but we might get the MIA win here. I actually would like to have played this out because I would have liked to have seen how this went. You know, honestly, because like we do have a lot of ways to deal with Boggles in this deck. I would genuinely like to know how this would have went. So if we get the timeout MIA win, hey, there we go. I'm gonna be kind of upset because like it would have been cool. Think we should be fine this game potentially. It just depends like if they get other creatures before we get more land. That's the thing, right? We gotta find the land. What's our opponent doing? Come on, farmer. Pick your crops and let us go. Yeah, I like Teferi's Teferi's time twist a lot more. Now, the more I keep looking at it, the more I'm like, it just feels like it'd be a better replacement for that sucks, so we don't have a way to deal with that, but we didn't get to show them reality acid last game. What's up? Who is that?
When we gonna drop some acid?
Holy shit, you are hot in my. Let me turn you down a little bit. What up? Say something for me.
Testing one, two.
All right, cool. Like you came in like super hot in my headphones. I was like, holy shit. What's going on, buddy?
I don't know. We're dropping acid.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to ride the rails here a little bit.
I think if we get our collective creative genius together, there is the potential for a human centipede deck.
Oh, maybe. He's pretty quiet on the audio stream. Oh, it's because he's hot on my end, but here, let me turn him up over here. Say something for me, buddy.
Testing one, two. Testicles.
It's because I have the desktop audio down a little bit. Sure. Keep loading up that Glade Cover Scout, buddy. But, yeah. Human Centipede deck. Is there like a laxative card?
We can create. I hear Joe Rogan's voice in the background right now in this game, and it's all over.
I know. Do you think they just scooped to the Chainer's Edict?
Well, I mean, we have to still win, so they're in dire straits.
I mean, there's the Grim Guardian. Of the lane for Grim Guardian. I'm just gonna eat this thing now. They did. They just scooped to the Chainers. Oh, that's awesome. Got him. Have you seen the Human Centipedes yet, Lotus?
No, I was gonna watch them last weekend, and then I switched over to Speak No Evil.
Sounds like probably a better choice. I need to watch
really
that
good.
still.
It's really, really good.
We got a couple chainer effects, so I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, snap keep with an edict.
Forest on Sprawl. Well, it'd be nice if they just load up this one forest and we can just reality acid it. Let's go get our second blue source. We're not doing anything turn 1 anyway.
Did we play a null on them yet?
We did, yeah, we did last game. We annulled Utopia Sprawl turn 2.
I probably lead with Island Open. At least bluff a null.
See, I'm so bad at bluffing. So, like, I never think to actually bluff. Which is probably my fault. This young wolf is going to be problematic, though. Alright, now I'll bluff. Spinal
Reality Acid
Centipede is
3?
legal. Yeah, Reality Acid's 3, unfortunately. Spinal Centipede is legal, but it's a card you probably potentially scry to the bottom. Well, let's look it up. It's wild looking. 3 black insect. When it dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Could be a mono black sack card.
Do it.
Alright, so what are we doing here? We could play Reality Acid on the Armadillo Cloak. And then next turn pick it up with Dreamstalker.
I think we're probably trying to get the lineup play that I would take. He's got what, 2 cards in hand. I'm trying to get Lone Wolf or Young Wolf returned to the hand, and then Chainer's Edict on the following turn. So can we? What does Dreamstalker do?
It just, when it leaves the battlefield, it's got Vanishing 3, but when it leaves the battlefield, they sacrifice that permanent.
Dreamstalker does that?
No, Dreamstalker returns a permanent you control to its owner's hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if Dreamstalker would eat the Young Wolf, that'd be a good way to set up. So that's what I'm like. Maybe I could just play Grim Guardian this turn, set that up, but don't know.
It blocks.
It does block for
the Young
now.
Wolf.
Because we could play Grim Guardian, then Reality Acid next turn, and then Dreamstalker. We could potentially Reality Acid the forest with Utopia Sprawl and turn them off a white.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably dropping Guardian.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, and try to set up the other plays.
I mean, they're losing a life off of Grim Guardian entering the battlefield, so the game's pretty much over for them anyway.
That's it. Stream's over.
Yep, we did it. I need to buy these Kamigawa lands for real life. They're so good.
It sucks. So we 100% got to get Young Wolf off the field.
Some way. We got to get off the field twice, and all of our removal effects are double.
So double Chainers wins the game. No, it doesn't, because he's got the Undying.
There's the double chainers. Someone just joined.
No, I had to mute myself, and then
yeah,
I didn't want to cough in your ear.
Just double chainer right now.
No, but if we double chainer right now, Young Wolf gets sacked twice, which is fine.
Too bad chainer's not like. Too bad we didn't like one of these isn't diabolic because we could chainer.
Yeah.
On the stack. So we could Reality Acid the Armadillo Cloak.
Reality Acid is how long for Vanishing?
It's 3, but we have Dreamstalker, so we can pick it right back up. Just kind of slows their clock down a little bit.
And it returns it to their... They have to sacrifice, right?
Yeah, they have to sacrifice it.
So if we go Reality Acid, Dreamstalker, and then make them sacrifice the Young Wolf, we survive another turn, but then we can double chainers on the next turn.
That is true. So we could put the reality acid on the young wolf.
Mm-hmm. And return it with Dreamstalker.
And then we're going to lose our Grim Guardian, though. But it is what it is.
Yeah, we just have to live.
Too bad that doesn't gain us a life, too. Grim Guardian.
Do we play a land this turn?
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right. What do I... Yeah, I think we lose our Grim Guardian here. Acid Stalker, kill Wolf, double chainers.
Yeah,
That's what
that
the
was
plan
the
was.
line. Yeah.
We didn't expect them to have a slippery boy in the wing. All right, so we can Dreamstock. Man, I wish one of these was just Diabolic Edict instead. So they had the Young Wolf, so we could put Reality Acid this turn on Glade Cover Scout on the Armadillo Cloak just to slow them down, but we can't bounce it again. Because if we chainers here, they probably just get rid of the Boggles, right? Well, let's just chainers them. Let's see what they get rid of. My guess they probably get rid of the Young Wolf still. Yep.
What's the win condition for us?
Our win con is Dirtily Creatures and Grim Guardian. And technically Brine Borrower, but we took out the Brine Giant.
We basically try to play the long game where they run out of cards and then we just get there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to chump here.
So triple chainers is what we need.
Yep. There it is. Just like we planned it.
Got to will that shit into existence. Of course, we always had it.
What's nice is we're they stupid at 51 life. Let's go.
There you go.
Taking down Boggles the easy way. Better be good and lucky. It is better to be good and lucky. Cloak's life gain stacks. It does. It does stack.
That was... We'll take the positive outlook. All we did was play to the outs.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
I mean, we have 6 pseudo 9 chainers effects. So, I mean, we have a good chance to get there. No black in this hand. But we have Omen of the Sea and Moon Circuit Hacker. Is it keepable?
Well, if you can draw a black source off of Omen, I'd probably ship it.
You think about shipping it?
I'm shipping it.
Alright, I'll listen to you. This is pretty good. I mean, triple Hopeless Nightmare. Keep this. Just bottom one of the Hopeless Nightmares.
What's the Drake do?
Returns enchantment to our owner's hand.
It's kind of important. I would ship one of the Hopeless Nightmares.
That's what I was thinking, because we basically get a third Hopeless Nightmare off of the Drake anyway.
Yep.
Faithless Looting. Uh-oh. Is this our mad deck? Mad deck wins. Do we want to make them disc... Oh, okay. No, it's... Reanimator? that what's happening here?
It's exactly what's happening.
I'll say, are they gonna exhume us next turn and we just scoop to that? I guess we have Diabolic Edict,
No,
right?
we got Diabolic Edict.
Yeah, I was like, we can't kill Ulamog's Crusher.
You'll get another Rage Quit here in a second. A second
Scrap
black
Mutt.
source would be nice. As long as they don't yeah, like I just probably on next turn, I'm more concerned about the, what is it, Dragon Fangs or whatever that gives it haste.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Food may discard a card if you do.
And them discarding a guard actually helps them at the moment, so. Most of the time.
Alright. What do we want to do this turn then? There's Brine Giant. So do I want to Hopeless Nightmare this turn, or what do I want to do here?
We need to kill the mutt because our edict effect is going to be garbage.
Yeah.
So I probably I mean you're not getting value. I just don't know if you can wait a turn where you play Nightmare, pass, then play Drake, return it, kill the mutt. But we have to kill the mutt, like, for sure.
Alright, let's kill the mutt then. Maybe a Fumes would be
not
nice
with the
in a deck
edict,
that
though.
relies
We have
on
to
edict
kill the
removal.
mutt with the Drake.
Oh, well, too late. Deck sacks itself without something to bounce. Yeah, the Drake does sack itself without having like Hopeless Nightmare to bounce.
Is that what it does?
Yep.
You have to
all right.
It's part of the cost.
I'm gonna scoop to that. Yeah, it's part of the cost.
Why are you scooping?
Itself. Because he was gonna Ulamog crush us, and we were gonna have no lands because he got Bitter Reunion.
But he didn't have Exhume though, right?
Does Bitter Reunion? Okay, hold on. This is gonna sound dumb. Does Bitter Reunion not return them?
No, it
from
just
the
gives
graveyard?
haste.
Well, shit. All right. I thought Bitter Reunion returned them too. All right, that's my bad. My bad, me being dumb. I'm gonna cut Moon Circuit Hacker. Bring in the Spell Bombs. I'm gonna bring in the other Chainers just so we have more Chainer options. I'm gonna keep Brine Giant in this time.
I don't know if I like Moon Circuit in the main, to be honest with you.
I don't think I like Moon Circuit at all. I think it should be replaced.
I mean,
and I don't know how I feel about Hopeless letting them just discard their dorks, you know? Could just bring in Hydroblast, cut out the Hopeless Nightmares altogether and bring in Hydroblast.
I don't think they play a ton of red, but I don't think Hopeless Nightmare really helps. How do we win? Like, we just try to get frustration win? Where they just give up?
Brine Giant. Brine Giant and Grim Guardian Burn. We also have like Cartouche of Knowledge to give like Dreamstalker and Drake extra buff.
Alright.
It's a slow win. It's a slow bleed.
It's a slow win, but we have a way to get there.
Playing around Exhume by conceding early. Let's see. Exactly. Cartouche is not really good when you take creatures out. I only took out the Moon Circuit though. Could Cartouche be Spreading Seas in this deck? It could be. Is Spreading Seas in this format? I've never seen it really. I've never really seen people play it. I'm going to keep this. It's slow, but we have Omen of the Sea and Grim Guardian.
I would have taken the opposite approach.
What's the opposite approach?
I would have shipped it.
Yeah, it's slow. I don't know. You might be able to find someone.
We are just approaching diversity of thought. So when I look at the hand, I'm like, this hand does not do me anything against that deck currently.
And I'm thinking hopefully of being like, it might. Well, when they skip their first turn, I skip my first turn. Damn it, I was on the play. I'm not playing very well this match. This match is basically a waste.
Like we almost are forced to keep a hand with some type of edict or some type of graveyard hate.
Yeah, there's troll. Let's see, in my head, I'm like, oh, Omen might find it for us, and then we can recur it with Dreamstalker.
I think it was. I got blue and black in my hand, so we're good.
Yep, there's that too.
Lands and spells go.
Could Cartouche be spreading seas in this deck? Yes, it could. Oh, I read that. Imagine being the opponent. I know. I would love to be my opponent sometimes because, like, where I'm paying attention to chat way more than the game, they'd probably be like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
It's hard, man. Like I don't like doing it live. I'll do it, but I don't like it.
I prefer it because I like the chat conversation. Makes the games funner. Well, we're gonna big brain this turn in Omen of the Sea.
It's got flash though, right?
Shit, it does have flash. Where's my David Royale shirt that tells me to read cards? That I should read the card first.
Yeah. So we like keep up blue.
Yeah.
Bluff counter.
All right. After this game, we'll make a few changes, and then I'll start playing better. I promise.
As long as you have fun, you're good to go.
Right? All matters. Pigeon says they already love the list. What's up, Pigeon? It is a cool list. It's a really cool list. Spreading Seas would rather be Contaminated Ground. Better win con.
Yeah, I could see it. What does damage, right? Biatch.
Oh, you suck. Yeah. What the hell? I was looking up Contaminated Ground. Contaminated Ground, Enchant Land is a swamp whenever Enchant Land. We could just run it as well as Spreading Seas, because Spreading Seas draws us a card.
It's an enchantment. You have like a color denial double duress. Okay.
I mean, that's annoying, but
That's Pascal is right. It's not a balanced target. It's good to have people that know rules.
Oh my god, Reality Acid, Ponza, basically. I mean, that's kind of what Reality Acid is, right? Kind of like a Ponza deck, in a way. A little bit more, I don't know if I'd say it's versatile, but a little bit cheekier, in a way. All right, opponent's down to 19. The game's pretty much over for them at this point. Grim Guardian's just too good. Probably just gonna play Dreamstalker next turn, pick up Omen of the Seas.
And it has flash.
Yeah, oh, it has flash, but then I can just bluff that we might have counter magic. Let's start playing our poker face a little bit here. How is it not a bounce target though? It's no longer under our control. We still control the card. Oh, is it no longer under control? It's because it's not a good it's not a good recursion card. Because it's only a tap, you know. That's what Pascal's getting at. Could play Drake Familiar as a flying.
And we're returning the Omen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can target, but it doesn't do anything.
And he knows what you have in your hand now, anyway. So.
Yeah. But I don't think he knows what this island is. Because I don't think we had this island. Because we draw island then Drake Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So we should make room for a playset of Spreading Seas and Contaminated Ground. I definitely think Spreading Seas 100%. Contaminated Ground, maybe. I don't know if I want a 4 of Contaminated Ground. I definitely think we want the Teferi's Time Twist though. There's the Exhume. I'm just gonna flash in this Omen of the Sea. Dreamstalker, Grim Guardian. Let's bottom both of these cards. Brine Giant. Okay. I imagine they're gonna get Crusher back. Yeah. How much is Brine Stalker gonna cost? 1, 2. Brine Stalker costs 5, so we could play the Brine Stalker. It's a big card.
We're sacking 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dreamstalker returns the Omen, which we can flash back in.
Every time you say I hear Brine, here it is Brine Giant. It is Brine Giant. What do I keep saying? But if we play Brine Giant, we can triple block, I guess, the Umogg's Crusher.
Yeah.
And kill it. Would play Cartouche. We don't have enough mana for Brine Giant. My boy Brian. Yeah, I think we just play the Brine Giant here and hope they can't kill it. Because then we can at least triple block and trade. We just sack 2 lands. Or we sack... Maybe we sack Omen of the Seas and a land.
I don't know. We could do 2 islands.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because most of our deck is 3 or under. Not sure about grounds. Is the early life loss important for our game plan? We only start down when we have soft lock, so they ignore it takes 6. It really doesn't matter. It could be like a... Okay. That was not what I was expecting. Womp womp.
Yeah, Grounds is probably not a great card. It's certainly a terrible card late. At least Spreading Seas late cantrips.
Yeah.
And with such a low curve format, Grounds just kind of tap around it.
Yeah. I just do the Spreading Seas and Teferi's Time Twist. We'll take out the take out Cartouche Knowledge and take out I mean Cartouche is not bad because it does block Fae really well. Alright, let's top deck a Edict here.
Yeah, him attacking with Mutt makes no sense to me. I don't know what he's got in his hand, but...
Because Unearth makes him sacrifice on the end step, right?
He can bring it... Yeah, he's got to bring it out main phase. He gets to draw a card, but he has to sacrifice it. So,
that wasn't a
like,
very good draw.
You Edicting is good. All right, I'm going to bounce. Get back to work.
All right, I'll talk at you later, Lotus. Let's play Cartouche on Grim Guardian. Then we have 2 sack outlets between Cartouche and Knowledge and Omen of the Sea. And then we get to dig for another card. Get another land. Because we get to sacrifice... I don't know if it's a static ability or if you have to trigger it to get the... I think you have to trigger this to sacrifice it to scry 2. I don't think if you sacrifice it, you get to scry 2. Gonna hit us for 8. No, yes, yes, no. I will chump block this turn. You have to pay, that's what I thought. Alright, it's a top deck. I mean, they could have another creature, but it's basically top deck. What do you have, another creature? Alright, I'll just scoop to that. We get the chainers, but it's too late. Alright, let's make some changes here. I'm gonna get some cards ordered over here. I'm going to take out Moon Circuit Hacker. I get Moon Circuit Hacker with Cartouche. You get flying. It's harder to block. You draw cards off of it. But I think Spreading Seas is probably just better. I'm going to replace Omen of the Dead more than likely with Spreading Seas. And we can cut Cartouche and maybe some Moon Circuit Hackers for... the blink for the blink card and Spreading Seas, and then I think we want to bring in some cast downs too. I mean, we could play Snuff Out. I just don't want to like lose that much life, you know what I mean? We don't really have a good way to gain life, and then it's really bad against burn. So I get why Moon Circuit's here, because you can get flying with Cartouche stuff. I can grab next game if you want. Yeah, sure. Let me make some deck changes here. If you cut Hacker, you gotta cut Cartouche, because it only gives like 12 targets for it. Yeah, I think Cartouche is coming out. I don't think you can play Snuff. I could potentially play Snuff, but I don't think we should. Let me get a coffee. No worries. I'm making deck changes anyway. So we got Spreading Seas now. We could play Oblite. We should actually. That's a good idea. However you say that. Oblite. Stuff I require a mana base rework, to be honest. Yeah, probably. Let's bring in 2 of them. And then we have Teferi. Alright, remove Cartouche of Cartouchiness. And then we have 2 cards to cut here. And what I'm probably going to do is actually going to cut... I don't know, because this is not... Hold on. Tap that creature with phases. I don't think I like this. And my reason why I don't think I like this, it works with Grim Guardian, but it doesn't work with our flick effects. Oubliette. Oubliette. It works with Grim Guardian, works with Brine Giant. Doesn't work the best. I guess it works with like Dreamstalker and Teferi's Time Twist if we hit tokens, right? That's when it like works pretty well. Turn that card. Okay, it's worth noting that this is returns at the beginning of next instep, just so we know. It's basically a 3 CMC journey. Yeah, I know, but I'm just like trying to think of like... Yeah, okay. With that being said, we got to cut 2 cards, so maybe we just cut the 2 cast downs instead. Let's cut 1 Diabolic Edict. Maybe we just cut 2 of them. Let's try this. Lotus is going up in the queue. Buddies only. Let's try this. To be honest, cut Spreading Seas. Well, let's try Spreading Seas first, right? It's a cantrip. It nukes Does it nuke Kinku lands? Maybe, kinda. I don't know. It's slow, and I have a feeling he's probably playing burn. But I will keep this. I'm more open when we're testing decks to keep really bad hands just to see how they work. I'm going to get a Swamp here because we have more of a likely... We only have a one drop. Our only one drop is black. So we have a better chance of doing that. So I think that's probably the right play. Candy Trail. Oh, he's playing his mono black candy deck. Yes. Let's go. He just posted this in Discord, and I haven't got to look at it yet. I just read the title of it, and I was like, yep, that sounds cool. So I am curious. He did scribe both the top, which is horrifying to think of. But let's go get our blue source here. We also have more of a chance to draw blue sources than we do black sources. We could cut some land and play Ruler and Revealed as well, too. You know, or the Troll. Could be something we do. I grabbed another swamp, didn't I? Damn it. I was paying attention to what we were doing and grabbed the swamp instead. Yeah, it's a punt. Whoops. We spreading seas our own land to get more blue. Diabolic Edict, sure. Well, I mean, we do have removal. So, I love those emojis. Me too. Mogul Knife Wound. I'm shit. We should be actually having another one unlocked where we got the gift subs. So let me look at that this weekend. And see if we do. Well, we can start doing stuff if we can find a blue source. It's a Lord of the Rings card. Let me look it up real quick. Morgul Knife Wound. Enchantments. Enchant creature gets +3/+0 and has a beginning upkeep. Exile this creature unless you pay 2 life. That could be decent. The only problem is where we have like so many like sack effects. Yikes. I've done goofed. I done goofed, and I've goofed too hard. Remember that thing I said I would start playing better? Lies. I'm actually going to pitch one of the Omen of the Seas here. The Modern Age. The Modern Age could be good, too. There's a lot of cards you could probably package into this. I guess it just depends, like, what are we doing with the deck, you know what I mean? Come on, blue source. Big money. Damn. Well, the good thing is we keep drawing cards we can actually cast, in a way. Repellic Dementia is a second reality acid. We can definitely workshop this deck a lot. I'm going to pitch one of the Spreading Seas here. Parallax Dementia, Fading 1. Enchant creature gets +1/+0 when Phyrexia Dimension leaves. Destroy target enchant creature. So it's only enchanting creature though, but that could be a card for sure. Rowan's Grim Search. Yeah, that could be a cool card too. I wish it was permanent like Reality Acid, but it's definitely an interesting card. Could play it instead of our like cast downs and stuff. Or I guess maybe Diabolic Edicts. I don't know. No, kind of want Edicts maybe. Maybe that's better than the Oubliette. the omelette du fromage. You know what I mean? So we can like actually like All right, I do like that. Eddie KY, I see cards. I see this cards. I see this cards in this deck. I only want to build a hand denial discard deck, kind of like 8-rack, but more control. Yeah, I want to too, but the problem is there's not enough in Pauper, and there's so much draw power in Pauper that there's just not enough to keep up with it. All right, where's all of our land? I'm going to get rid of the other Spreading Seas. May I ask why there are 2 fetches in the graveyard and we don't? Because, Pascal, if you must know, I misclicked. Turn off auto yields. Damn it. Oh, there's the blue source. Omen of the Sea. They have 6 cards in hand. All right, bottom U, top U. All right, pass. Nah, there is now, I think, you need to build it right and need to blink effects and chittering rats. I still don't think there is. I think there's... See, the reason why 8-rack works really well in a deck like... I'm just going to cast down this now. The reason why a deck like... what am I saying? Like 8-rack works in Modern is the draw power versus like the card advantage in the format. Pioneer, you have cards like Treasure Cruise. I mean, there's definitely 8-rack builds out there, but it's a little bit harder. It would be 0-rack Pauper, right? Yeah, you would have to have, I don't know what you'd have, like some kind of, the best, like closest thing I've come across it that reminds me a lot of it is that paper cut deck. That's like the closest I've come to that deck. All right, let's top untap blue source. Damn. Can we beat a cat? Kinda. Not very well, but kinda. But yeah, so it's hard because there's so much draw power in this format between Deadly Disputes, Thoughtcast, Reckoner's Bargain, of One Mind. Like, there's not, like, you can watch Pauper. There's not a lot of decks that go Hellbent. I mean, we definitely have cards that you can do it with, right? You have access to, there's a 3-drop target players discard 3 cards. I ran it aside. Delirium Schemes, you have that. You have Hopeless Nightmare. You have, I think Raven's Crime's uncommon, so you don't have Raven's Crime. But you have Wrenchmine. That would be really bad in this format because of the artifacts. I mean, there's Chittering Rats, 0 card, Landlock, Ghostly Flicker, and Archermancer. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff like that for sure. I just think it would be hard to have like a discard control shell. It'd be different if there was like, I think if Inquisition was in the format, it'd be a little bit different. I don't think Inquisition at this point's unreasonable for the format. Personally, I think it could be downshifted. We're gonna take 8 here, 9 with the cat technically. Problem is I played this way too poorly. So the problem is, get a Brine Giant. That's kind of interesting. I think they just kill the Brine Giant instantly, though. He's going to kill the Drake, though, pretty instantly. Oh, he's got a Deadly Dispute? Rude. I wanted that back. Deadly Dispute this deck, because you can only balance asset at sorcery speed. Yeah, true. Rude. Womp womp. That's all right. We'll pick up Omen of the Sea and just pass here. If they go to kill this Drake Familiar, I'm going to Diabolic Edict, because even if they... I'm going to Diabolic Edict here because they have to sacrifice their Candy Trail to get Cat back, and I'm kind of fine with this move here. Get some lower on food. The Sweet Tooth Witch is cool, though. And a Defile. My boy! My pride, my possession. Ooh, shit. Another Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth Witch. I think this game's pretty much over. I don't know if I would have played it differently, if it would have turned out differently, but maybe. Wait, how do you give it Death Touch? What's happening here? Oh, the ambush. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we're pretty much dead here. Sack, 4. There's that, I guess. Play Omen of the Sea. See if we can draw anything. Got him. He had Crypt Rats. Why sack Crypt Rats instead of just playing Crypt Rats? Because I don't think it matters. Alright. Scoopity doop. Alright, let's Spellbomb. Arms. Gonna get rid of Diabolic Edicts. And gonna get rid of... I don't like Spreading Seas as much this match. I don't like Hopeless Nightmare as much this match either. Because they just pitched the cat. Easy target for them. Maybe I like Spreading Seas over Hopeless Nightmare. Don't think I like anything else here. Just try it like this. I would like to go first. All right, let's play better. I'm going to mulligan this. If we draw a land, it's pretty good. But if we don't draw a land, it's pretty bad. So mulligan this. Mulligan this. Trying to play more of a fun deck this stream. It looks super cool. Alright, this hand is not the best, but I will keep it. We gotta put 2 on the bottom. Come on, bro. Don't duress me, bro. Don't duress me, bruh. Alright, cat's fine. Let's just go ahead and Spreading Seas the Swamp. Draw a card. I doubt they kept a 1 land hand, but... Okay. So we can just Omen of the Sea next turn, I guess. About all we got going on. I always forget this card has flash. I need to start flashing this card in. I'm so bad about bluffing shit, though. Okay, we got Grim Guardian and Brine Giant. I'll take both of these. I'll take them both. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. That's pretty good. How is that a punt, Pascal? You can practice your flash casting with the Durias starter deck in Arena. No joke, deck is aggro. But it's not like you have... But it's not like you have much instant speed anyway. True. Spreading Seas? Oh. He's like, Spreading Seas. I'm like, it's okay, I guess. Alright, let's go fetch up. There's probably another blue source. And we'll play Grim Guardian this turn. Could get Grim Guardian, and we'll throw down Reality Acid. Or I guess just Grim Guardian V2, because we don't have like a way to flick Reality Acid yet. So let's just Grim Guardian. I guess this slows down their Defiles a little bit, right? And then we could play Brine Giant next turn if we wanted. We're trying to pimp out Tricycle, Pascal. We know it's not a Lambo. Yeah, but it's good practice to play Flash not at like sorcery speed, right? It's just good practice. I'm really bad about it because most decks I play are... I don't play a ton of instants, right? So it's not like great, like I'm not like super duper practiced in Flash mechanics. Wait, are you talking about the deck or Mick? Hey, I like to consider myself more of a unicycle. Neat. than a tricycle. All right, mister? Because he's more like a Lamborghini. Nah, I'm more like an old, like, 70s pickup box truck. You know what I mean? Boom, got him for 2 there. This game's basically over at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Brian Giant would cost 3. The kind we've all been looking for. Exactly. If we could find one of our flick cards, I would be more inclined to play Reality Acid, but we gotta find it first. Because I would just start attacking their lands. Do you not bargain this? The spell is bargain. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of them back on top of your library in any order. Maybe it's just draw 2, lose 2. Just a blanket draw 2, lose 2. Okay. Well, I wish we had... I wish we had another land, though, so we could actually Teferi's Time Twist this turn, too. My cats are starving. They have no food. I've noticed. Shame, shame. So yeah, so we can next turn Teferi's Time Twist to Reality Acid. Move the Reality Acid over. Omen of the Seas is really good in this deck. We were playing 4. Yeah, we're playing 4 Omens. No, not Omen of the Sea. Yeah, Omen of the Sea. Yeah, we're playing 4 Omen of the Seas. I was thinking you meant Spreading Seas. I was like, no, I'm not playing 4 of them. All right. It'd be funny if their hand's just full of Defiles. Vanishing, ticks down. It's no big deal. Okay, that's interesting. Again, I wish we had land here. Because enters the battlefield, target player phases out till it leaves the battlefield. So we could start eating the tokens this way, I guess. Could just eat a cat. Do we care about the cats right now? I don't think we do. Exile target permanent you control, return that to the battlefield under center control the next end step. Alright. Let's get rid of their lands here. I think it's what we do. Just hold up cast down in case they like Gurmag Angler. Alright, we're doing the thing. At least we're trying to. We also have the Oblete. I'm never going to pronounce it right. I'm just making shit up. Deny the mana and make a 5/6. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm attempting to do. Here, Pascal. They keep drawing lands, though. All right, this is interesting. What's up, super lucky, happy life? This is Durias's brew. Defile. Well, let's save our Grim Guardian here. Sure. How crazy would Reality Acid be if it also turned it into an island afterwards? Duress. Well, there goes our nice little enchantment. One, two, three, four, five. This would be number 6. Right? So Bone Giant costs 1. Come on, man. Oh, we're trying here. Well, there's the Brian Giant coming in hot. This is what dreams are made of, right? Yo, what about that game with me next? If I got time, mtgo, yeah, I'll get you in the next game. It just depends on how long this game takes to conclude. Because I gotta leave around noon, so it just depends on that, mtgo. Which I feel like I have you a promised game anyway. So, yeah. So depends on how long we're in game 2 of this match. So depends on how long it takes to get through this. These are both grindy games, so. But I'll get you next, mtgo. What's your username? Because I'll add you on my buddies list. Really slow stone rains for the win. Exactly. Is that I'm mimic like? Is that an I or an L? I'm gonna take that as an I. He's doing some on the upkeep here. It's an EL? I don't know what you mean by that. We're really cutting him off a denial here. Defile, I mean. Like El Mimico. IDK how to spell L. Okay. Yeah, you can just do the capital L. That's where I was like, I'm not sure where this is going here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well just tack with the Brian Borrower. The Brian Giant, I mean. So let me do this real quick. Remove display. I'm going to add you as a buddy over here. Player could not be found in the system. Then it said pending quest to add player. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh no. He gave it the ambush. We've been ambushed. I really need to find like one of our flick dudes. Out of our 12 flick copies, we've only found one so far. That's all we really need to find. But let me know, Mimiko, if he finds it as a buddy. Otherwise, I'll open up a queue and you hop in it real quick. They scribe one to the bottom, one to the top. Makes more zombie tokens. Hold on, someone sent me a message. It's me, okay. I'm pretty sure I sent you. At his buddy. Okay, I got you in here now. There might be a ad there. Yeah, I got you. Sucks we lose one of ours, but we're gonna Omen of the Seas. I'd like to find another land. Oh, there it is. Put on top. Put on bottom. Let's eat one of these cats. But yeah, like I said, Mimiko depends on how we do. Ghostly Flicker doesn't do enchantments. I think the fairy's time is probably better. I don't know. Does Ghostly? Artifacts, creatures, and or lands. Does not do. It does everything but enchantments. Pretty much. We've been able to like keep them down on land, that's for sure. That Sweet Tooth Witch is annoying though. He's gonna get aggressive there, I think, for a second. Eat that land. Where's all of our flick abilities here? See what we find here. A land. Put on top. Put on top. Sucks we don't draw off of that. Should have done an upkeep. We gotta go Sultai for Geothermal Kami and Nexus Wardens. I don't know those cards. I was testing Esper Polymer builds on mtgo since there is Tis Eldraine thing going on. I've never had a chance to play Modern. Right on. Man, the format is quite different now. Not sure if I like it. What, Modern? Yeah. Modern I still like. I still like Modern for the most part. It's a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. 2, 4, 6. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we gotta do some chumping here. Damn it. that ambush. I think this game's about over. I think game is pretty much over. Well, we fought the good fight, but not where we did put up a good fight with this tricycle. Yeah, I have 4 Crip Rats in hands. All right, GG's. I'll give him that. 4 Crip Rats is game over. Although, maybe if we had both of them, so we could Spreading Seas, flick Spreading Seas. I don't know. I guess we can eat the Sea Witch. The Sweet Tooth Witch. Stops them from turning on the food tokens. Four. All right, yeah, GG's. All right, I'm gonna scoop to that. We're dead. Draw card. Draw card. All right. Mimico, I got you. I wish they made some Pioneer Masters with some cool cards in Modern. The power level is a bit too much. Elementals, the Red Monkey, and stuff. The only thing that is a bit competitive and I like is 8 rack. Got turn 3 Amulet to 0 HP. Yeah. Amulet's a pretty bad matchup for. I'll keep this. Amulet's a pretty bad. Jeez, the second game was frustrating. I know. I tried everything I could. I pedaled as hard as I could. Amulet's a pretty bad matchup for 8 rack. 8 rack is pretty competitive. I enjoy it. Dredge can be competitive, but it's got the ban so much that its variance is really bad, and there's 1.5 million great sideboard cards that shut the whole deck down. Can we go all in on frustrating? No, I'm not playing fam. I'm not playing familiars. Dreamstalker's not bad. But Op might, by the way. I don't know what he's playing. What are the chances Grim Guardian gets countered? 100%. I don't know what Mimico's on here. Let's find out. I'll play into it. None of our other cards are really that good, so yep, counterspell. None of our other cards are really that good, so I don't think any of them would have baited out a counterspell. Because Git's probably a basic planes. Yep. I will Spreading Seas that as well. Opponent. It's Merfolk. That is not a fam. Yeah, this is his Merfolk deck I've heard about. He's talked about before. I guess since we have all these reality like acids, we should just start doing that a lot. Battle Screech? Yikes. I was kind of hoping maybe that would slow him down a little bit. We're just going to start playing reality acid. We're going to start attacking their lands, I think. It causes like a strobe effect. Preordain. They are going to scry one to the top, one to the bottom. And they get another plains, you dirty rascal, for a modern age. All right. Yeah, we're gonna start throwing down reality acids and stuff. I would like a land here. We really should be like need to. I think we need to get to 5 land with this deck. They have a P strands. Okay, I don't care that much about P strands. Try to keep them off of white. I like reality acid. It's cool. I think the deck's maybe too slow for the current format. Hopeless Nightmare has been a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Seems cool on paper, but it's been a little disappointing. Definitely gonna want to bring in those Arms of Hadar next turn. That's interesting. They've been wanting me to play this deck for a little while. I just haven't been able to get around to it quite yet. So we are getting to see it in action. And it looks pretty cool. I wonder why they didn't attack with Judge Occurrence. Convoke? For Halo Hopper, that's why. This game is turning sideways real quick for us. And for our opponent. And just in a different definition. Yeah. Well, obviously Dreamstalker is coming down this turn. There's that land we needed a while ago. Ideally, we'll top deck a untap land so we can eat one of their other lands or the Modern Age. Probably the Modern Age. Because that's going to be a problem card for sure. The problem with Dreamstalker is it's a good blocker. It just doesn't trade with stuff very well. But yeah, if we can top deck a land, we can reality acid away the Vector Glider. Another Halo Hopper. Meeting of the Minds. Never mind. Hopeless Nightmare isn't awful in Orzhov and Ephemery decks with Skyfisher. It's slow and not the greatest, but playable in that shell. Yeah, I definitely think it's more shell dependent, right? Like, I think there could be potential in 8-rack in Modern. Slight potentialness. We'll have to try it, but yeah, there's definitely shells for it. This is not a bad shell for it, but it could be probably something better, like more removal. I'm actually like thinking is like we might just want a main deck board wipe because how slow we are. You know what I mean? Quit playing planes. I'm trying to keep you off of that. What's the chances they have counterspell here? I'll probably just scoop to counterspell. No, okay. Like main deck arms or two? Yeah, maybe. Just because this deck is so slow that if our opponent does this kind of thing, we have a hard time doing anything about it. You know what I mean? Like reality acid's cool about hitting the lands, but you got to think like right now it's just a very, very slow removal spell. Crypt Rats could work. I think I like just arms flat out more because we have a lot of like individual ways to deal with bigger thing. I don't know. Jeezy Pete's, this is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna block the Halo Hopper. There's no point in like trading off with these little Merfolk. I mean, they're just gonna keep making Merfolk. You know what I mean? I'm not sure there's a way we end up winning from here, but we're gonna attempt it. There we go. Dreamstalker. Return. Goodbye. We gotta attempt to shut down their token factory here. Our problem is they still have 4 cards in hand. You know? Oh, come on. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop to that. I'm going to scoop to that. I don't think we can win that game. We need to bring in the other bits of removal. Cut out Hopeless Nightmare. Cut out. I'm just going to cut 1 Spreading Seas. Try it like that. Got to rely on these board wipers. I'll keep this. It's not like the best, but it does stuff. So we have a ton of black in hand. Probably just gonna try to play Grim Guardian next turn. They go get a planes. But you can top deck some of our like targeted removal, that would be good. There comes the Modern Age. I do think when Modern Age flips, it would remove the reality acid, but I'm not entirely sure. Not sure how that interaction would work, to be honest with you. So next turn, we can probably just do Spreading Seas and draw a card, especially if they play like a Plains. We can Spreading Seas it, which would be pretty good for us. They ditched a Halo Hopper. How good is your hand that you're pitching Halo Hopper to it? You know? Like, honestly, how good is that hand? Okay. We got the the oubliette. We snapped it, so we can hopefully hit the Modern Age with that. Not a bad answer to Vector Glider Modern Age. As long as I don't have a counter for it, right? They're gonna brainstorm. Just gonna chainers here. If that gets countered, then we have the backup. Okay, cool. Maybe their hand's just full of white. They had Ash Barrens. Didn't they cycle Ash Barrens for another plains? I mean, another island. Oh, they did get a plains with it. They just haven't decided to play it anytime soon. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and target this thing. There's the counter spell. That's what we were waiting on. What's the likelihood they play around arms? Pretty high, right? You got your answer? Yeah. Diabolic Edict. Pretty sure they run like 4 counter spells in this. Arms now? No. I mean, I think they were... I don't know. Yeah, they aren't playing around it, so it should be fine for max value. I bet you they just have a counter spell for it. This might be able to bait a counter. I don't know. I only have 5 mana. Well, let's see if you got it. They 100% have it. Called it. I think this game is going to be over very quickly. Okay, bye. Yeah, exactly. What do you have? Convoke, where you draw a bunch of cards? Yeah. Meeting of the mind. Alright, it's basically top deck. Something this turn or lose. When they already main deck answers to your answers, yeah. Yep. Yep. There's the modern age. Like I said, I highly doubt they just don't have like all the counters in the world. I'd be really surprised. Cut short, convoke, destroy target planeswalker that was activated this turn, or tap creature. Okay. Preordained, one top, one bottom. There's probably that other counter spell. Play the Brine Giant. Oh, I forgot about the Spreading Seas. Damn. Draw a card off that Spreading Seas. Dreamstalker? Not the most exciting thing. Maybe if we start getting our reality acids, it will be. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Convoking Halo Hopper. Meeting of the Minds again. So they never have an empty hand. Yikes. Bonus deck is cool. It's really cool. I like it. Not gonna lie, I would like a Lambo now. Like the car. I have zero interest in Lambos. A lot of the sports cars, personally, I don't like. Now a Lambo deck. Oh. I'm gonna return Spreading Seas so we can try to draw into something here. Grim Guardian V3. V2, I mean. Well, we're trying to stave off the board a little bit here. Trying our darndest, ain't we? Funny enough, the one deck that we really took care of was Boggles, but I feel like this is probably a deck that's pretty good against Boggles. What if we just like main deck 4 Arms of Hadar? You know what I mean? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I mean, obviously they have the prismatic strands, but we're still gonna do it. I'm not sure I like this attack that much. I guess you just Prismatic Strands blue, right? To stop them from killing their schoolmaster. This deck is good, no doubt. Just feels like a waiting game until you have like 20 Merfolk. Yeah, it's cool though. It's really cool. What'd you name? Yeah, choose blue. So none of your blue creatures will do damage to me either. So you just lost Merfolk and I don't know, that was a weird choice. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time, hopefully. Mistake. All on their part. The P strands. Okay. Cast down's interesting. So cast down deals with one of the vector gliders. It's a good target if they want to counter it too. We have one more arms to pick up. Not that it really matters that much. Giving me Mardu Pyromancer vibes. Yeah, kinda. It kinda does, doesn't it? They have another P strands. Yeah, they have another P strands of the graveyard. Let's see if you do it again. Yikes. I'll just kill one of them. That's crazy to me. If you have an untapped planes, you can just tap a white creature you control instead to pay it for free. That's crazy to me. You have another one? No. Okay. We only go down to 15. Cycles the Ash Baron. Judge Occurrence, sure. Do the same thing for the 100th time. Yeah, not very good. Not very good. We're kind of just puddling around till the game's over. Opponents run low on cards. I mean, we could top deck Arms of Hadair and then hopefully not have a counterspell, which seems unlikely. I guess they've used 2 of them, but still seems unlikely. Here comes in the Alpha Strike, so yeah, it's a lot of triggers. My guess is they're either doing this to gain a bunch of life or they have another Ramsam rally, which is probably just going to be game at that point. Yeah, I think this is GG just about. Like I said, they would have to not have a counterspell, which seems unlikely, and we would have to top deck Arms of Hadir this turn. And then also not have the rally, right? This deck is cool. They give props there? Yeah, I know, right? If you just show me the rally, I'll scoop. Math is for blockers? Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Oh, we would have drawn nothing for a while. All right, let's look at the deck real quick. Thanks for the games, Mimico. Here's the problem. I hate having headphones on. Here's the I'm going to just use earbuds from here on out. So here's the problem with the deck that I have. I like it. It does a lot of fun things. It's just slow. Just slow. Reality Acid's cool, but when you're not blowing up lands, then it just becomes... Okay, it's the same problem we kind of had with the last time we played Ponza, right? I hate saying it, but I think the problem with the deck is Reality Acid. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. So when we played that last Ponza deck, the problem was we were taking out our opponent's lands, but we weren't doing anything to gain advantage. And that's kind of the same thing with this deck, is like, yeah, Reality Acid's cool when it's taking out lands, and it's cool to flick it with Dreamstalker, but we're not really like gaining advantage on the deck. Yo, sorry it took a while. I suck at trigger. No, you're good. You're good, Mimico. Really cool deck. Really cool deck. I know you've been wanting me to play it for a while. It's really cool. So with Reality Acid, the thing is like, if you're not taking out lands, then it just becomes a very slow and clunky removal spell. And yeah, I don't know. We also don't have like the greatest payoff, like game closures. Like Brine Giant's cool. Grim Guardian does a lot of damage, surprisingly. But yeah, GG's, Mimico. GG's. Cool deck. Hopeless Nightmare was kind of disappointing. It's all right.
Wrong shell.
Wasn't yeah, it's wrong shell. What's up, Lotus? Yeah, completely agree. Wrong shell. Reality Acid, like I said, is cool when you're taking out those lands, but man, you like, you know, you got cool setups. I definitely think Lucas's option of Teferi Time Twist was a good addition for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, not bad. Not bad. A little bit slow and clunky, but has some plays for sure. I mean, we took down Boggles pretty easily.
I think what you and this happens a lot in brewing, right? So you start with, am I going to be competitive, or am I just doing cool things? Because if the goal is to do cool things, there's great danger in doing cool things and trying to be competitive at the same time. Because the format's going to be way too fast. There's so much card advantage in the format that they're not going to give you time to durdle, right?
Yep.
So if you want to do cool things, that's great for kitchen table, tons of fun. In a competitive environment, you take coolness out of it, and you're looking at power level exclusively.
Yep.
So, and that's what I think the danger is, because the game 2 that we played was fun, Like that was
It was
probably
really
your
fun.
best game, right? That was your best draw. And I'm playing a specifically slow deck on purpose in an attempt to give you the opportunity to play the cards that you want to do, and we still
Right.
got there.
That
So,
game one I played so bad by not when I was talking about I need to go get an island with this Master's Theater and talking about how we have more islands and swamps and stuff, and just auto clicked, and I was like, damn it, I picked the swamp.
I think you need some kind of board wipe though in the main if you're going to run this. Well, not
I do
you,
too.
but whomever runs it.
I do too. I think honestly, like Hopeless Nightmare, you can cut 2 of them out and just throw in like, I don't know if I have any Drown in Sorrows. I don't, but like Drown in Sorrow would probably be pretty good in the deck. Because the only thing you kill is your Drake Familiar, and if you've already like utilized it, it really doesn't matter that much, and you still get to scry off of it. I think it's fine to have 2 arms on the side and then have 2 drown in the main. But I mean, I guess with Hopeless, you're trying to flick it to do more damage, but I think it's more advantageous to like flick Reality Acid than it is anything else, or like to flick Omen or Spreading Seas for the advantage over Hopeless Nightmare.
Yeah. I thought the Constellation, the Guardian, with the enchantments coming in, it was draining your life a little bit. Like it was getting some work in.
Yeah, it definitely surprised me, like Grim Guardian, because I was kind of like, how often are we actually going to trigger it? But it does, like you said, it does a lot of work, and being an X4 is pretty good too. Makes it a little bit harder to kill. I like the deck. I think it's cool. It's fun. Like you said, I don't know about the competitiveness to it, but it's definitely fun. It does cool things.
Well, I think Spreading Seas and the Twist were certainly good additions.
I do too.
Probably cut Nightmare, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good to cut down on Nightmare. I mean, I guess you could probably just take Nightmare completely out and just go all in on constant board wipers. Or cut the other 2 out, just bring in 2 more cast down. Maybe. I don't know. But it's a cool deck. Thank you, Durias. Thanks, Lotus, for hanging out and playing a game too.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. I figure this is what I'll do on Fridays from now on, is just have the chat open. Guardian was a bit scary there. Yeah, Grim Guardian was surprisingly like the better card of the deck. It really surprised me, but thank you, Darius, for the deck. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Mimico and Lotus, for the games. Thank you, Lotus, for jumping in and chatting for a bit. So yeah, I think Fridays from now on, when we do the deck that's voted on, I'm just going to leave a chat open. People can come in, drop in, talk a little bit, bounce, whatever they want to do. I think would be cool to have it that way. But also, if you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. 99 cents a month or $1 a month gets you access to the community Discord server where decks like this come from, along with a lot of other great conversations that pop up in the Discord server. Also, get you custom emotes, badge next to your name at the beginning and end of stream that you'll see here in a second. If you want to support the channel for free, best way to do so is like, subscribe, share, and comment. That goes a long way in helping out the channel as well. Also, there's links to other stuff, Patreon, Twitch, my other channel. All that stuff is in the description as well if you want to check any of that out. I am going to bounce for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I do like the deck. I think it's fun. It's one of those decks that would be a good kitchen deck. Like you and your friends are getting together to play. This would be a fun deck to play against them in that kind of realm. Does a lot of cool things. It is fun. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I will hopefully catch y'all next time. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I will see y'all later. Bye everybody.